Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. I'd really like to introduce you all to my friend, teacher, and best-selling author and clairvoyant healer, BelindaGrace. She's the author of books and CDs and oracle cards such as You Are Clairvoyant, You Are Abundant, and You Are Inspired. And I really wanted to interview Belinda for these Oracle Cards launch event because she's a prominent person in this field and she's a really important influence in my work and some of the ways that I live and lead my life. So hello and welcome, Belinda.
Hi, Nathan. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for being a part of it. What do you think of the cards, Belinda?
Wow, Nathan. I was looking forward to receiving them, of course, but when I pulled them out of the package and undid them, I was really thrilled. They are absolutely gorgeous, so congratulations.
Thank you. How important is it for children to nurture their intuition?
It's very important, and these cards really give them that opportunity, and I believe these cards will make it fun. Intuition is a tool, a skill, an ability that everybody is born with, but like any skill in life, if you practice it and develop it, gets better. So I really believe it helps kids with their confidence, with their ability to trust themselves and not just be led astray by others. And of course, as you and I know, when you listen to your intuition, life just flows and everything is a lot more enjoyable and better. So what better gift to give a child than to say, hey, let's play with these, and while they're playing and enjoying it, they're actually developing their intuition and learning to listen to that.
Thank you, Belinda. Thanks for putting that into context.
Yeah, quite all right. Now, they're really beautiful, and I've already got some favourites out of the deck. And the illustrations are absolutely beautiful. So there's great messages in there for adults as well.
And I really feel like working with these cards is a good way for adults to reconnect with their inner child as well.
Definitely. I can see that, and I could immediately see the appeal for adults as well. And also a wonderful opportunity for the parents and children to connect with each other about this topic, to start a conversation and to maintain the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I've got many clients who use my oracle cards and then share them with their kids. And the kids love the illustrations and so on. But these are specifically designed for the kids, so it's almost like you're putting the children in the driving seat, which is great.
Thank you. How would you describe what intuitive or intuition means?
Well, for me, Nathan, as you know, it's become a way of life. And, I can't really imagine living any other way now. I know that I used to just live completely from my head and from my will and feel like that I had to be in control of everything all the time. And of course, you can't be in control of everything all the time. So living intuitively is really the opposite of that. It's going with the flow, listening to your inner urges and knowings, listening to your heart is a common way of describing it. And of course, I'm in contact with my angels and spirit guides, and I feel guided by the universe. So I'm listening to that and feeling that and responding to it as best I can every moment of every day.
Thank you. And just on that, in terms of living from your heart and living with going in the flow, how would you describe that in an everyday sense?
Well, it applies to everything, even the most mundane things. So, for instance, I do a lot of travelling for work, as you know. My books are published all around the world, and I travel 3, 4, sometimes 5 months of the year. So I listen to my intuition. When is it the right time to get online and book my flights? What airline is the best airline to go with? What day should I fly? How long should I stay in this place? Which venues should I contact? And I've learned to just notice the feeling of when something feels right, because it can be very subtle. The universe isn't coming and banging me over the head saying, book this flight now. It can be very subtle, and usually it's just like a good or a positive feeling, or no, like a sort of a hesitant or resistant feeling. And I've learned to notice when is the right time to do these things, or anything else in my life. I need to phone a person or do this or do that. So it guides everything that I do in my life, and it just makes everything so much easier.
Thank you. Just in terms of the feeling side of it, how can you tell the difference between when something is your intuition giving you the the positive or the go-ahead green light, and when is it that you need to um, stop and think and see that it's a red light?
That's a really interesting question, Nathan, and it is something that people grapple with all the time. And to really simplify it, take it back to the sensations that you're getting in your body. We all know that feeling of excitement and joy and happiness, that tingling that we might get in the tummy, or just that kind of feel-good feeling in the body.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that feeling of kind of tenseness or heaviness, or even like a sickening feeling in the stomach if something is not the right thing to do. And a lot of my clients, for example, are not happy in their corporate jobs or in their Monday to Friday job, and so every morning they kind of have to push through that unpleasant feeling or that uncomfortable feeling in their body as they force themselves to go to the office or the shop or whatever. Of course, not everybody feels like that about their job, but people come to me to help get solutions to their problems. So this is something that comes up a lot. Listen to your body, because your body can't lie. And then after a while, you start to notice the thoughts or the ideas or the sense of knowing. And that's the other one. I think everybody's experienced that sense of knowing at some point in time. Maybe we only reflect on it in hindsight and think, oh, God, I knew I should have done that, or I shouldn't have done that, but I didn't act on it. But at least you can remember what that sense of knowing feels like. So tune into those simple things, the sense of knowing and the sensations in your body, and that will really take you a long way.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now that we have an idea about what it actually means to be intuitive, how does this all tie in with, say, using tools and resources, like, for example, oracle cards?
Well, I love oracle cards, and as you know, I've created a couple of sets over the years myself. And when I created my first set, I felt really strongly guided for this exact reason. People were saying to me, how do I know when my angels and guides are sending me a message? How do I know when they're giving me some guidance? I'm not good enough yet to do automatic writing, or I'm not trusting the messages that I'm getting. So I'd say to them, look, pick up the deck of cards, think of your question or issue or problem, or just ask the universe, have you got a message for me today? Shuffle the cards with the clearest of intentions that you're open to receiving the message that you really need to receive. And the cards are a great tool for the universe to use to send you that message, to send you that information. So that's why I think cards are so fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Really, really great response. I really loved how you described using oracle cards as, the way, one of the ways that the universe can speak to you, and one of the ways that, you can shuffle the cards, you can pick a card and find what kind of message has been brought to you today.
And it's so simple. And, if you are prepared to just be open and receive the answer that you need to receive, or the message that you need to receive, that you'll just get such wonderful guidance, and it'll help you to think outside the square. And, your viewers need to remember that I've been there, and occasionally still in life I am. I'm still just a human being like everybody else. Being a clairvoyant doesn't mean that I know everything and that I, get it right every time. So I still use oracle cards. I use my own sets. I use other people's creations. I love yours. I love the Intuitive Child. There's certainly cards in there that speak to me. And sometimes I just want that third party guidance or reference. So I find them fun and beautiful, but also really insightful.
So just reflecting on that, would you say that oracle cards can be used by anyone?
Absolutely. And this is the thing, you don't have to have any particular skill or training to get a lot out of a set of oracle cards. If you just buy a set that appeals to you, you like the artwork, or you like the title, or you feel that their focus is relevant to you at this time in your life, anybody can get a lot of good information and guidance out of oracle cards.
Thank you. That's a really great answer. What's one of the ways that someone can build an insightful, a trusting, and a reliable connection to their intuition?
Well, for me personally, it's always about keeping your channel open and strong. And it's a bit like if you want the electricity to work in your house, the cable to the main supply of electricity for your suburb or whatever has to be in good condition. It has to be working. Or if you want your television to give you clear sound and pictures. The antenna of your television on the roof or on the TV itself has to be working well. So you can try all these other different things, but if your channel isn't strong, then everything else is going to be a struggle. So the foundation of all my work and all the courses I run and the books that I've written, it's like start with a strong, healthy channel. Here's how to strengthen your channel and keep it strong, and then everything will flower from that more easily and more freely.
Mm-hmm. All right. What lovely answers you've provided for us today,
Thank you,
Belinda.
Nathan.
And I'd really like to thank you for your time in answering some of the questions and really helping to clarify some of the key words and key terms and concepts behind like things like intuition, intuitive, and using tools like oracle cards and maintaining a balance between the inner world and the outer world.
Very, very much, and this is why I'm so excited that you've created a set for children. I love the way you've done it, and of course the beautiful illustrations will appeal to kids as well. But children are naturally intuitive, and unfortunately, there's still a lot in our culture and society that actually encourages children to close their intuition down as they come into the teenage years, particularly. So if we can encourage kids to enjoy these kind of tools now and to listen to their intuition and to realise that there's something out there that's guiding them and helping them. It's a wonderful facility that you've created, and it's something that hopefully they will carry forward throughout their life. Not sort of like me, I didn't know anything about this until I got into my 30s and had to kind of unlearn a lot of things. And you're making it, creating such a great opportunity for kids and their parents as well.
Thanks a lot for that, Belinda. A wonderful way to put it all into perspective.
All right, cool. Thank you so much, Nathan.
All right, thanks a lot, Belinda. We'll be in touch
pleasure.
soon. All right, namaste.
Namaste.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.